this is an absolute joy. Back in time for a cup of coffee. It's not often that a stalker says to you, that roebuck, he's going to turn up at 9:30 a.m. It means a lie-in, and that's exactly what I did. The walk into the high seat is in perfect weather. That makes it the ideal day for filming as well as shooting. The rifle and the scope are ready, the roebuck hasn't yet appeared, and I've got time to drink in the wildlife in this part of East Yorkshire. First up, a hare scratching his face. Next, a cock pheasant shouting out his territory. And then we have a couple of gay mallards. Bang on cue, the roebuck walks out of the wood opposite and marches slowly down the tram lines in the middle of the field. He's a good-looking cull buck, a little 6-pointer, just right to take this morning, exactly the one the stalker wants me to go for. Of course, the danger of filming is you get so wound up in it you forget to take the shot. And I do leave it too late as the buck crosses left in front of me and then just disappears into the trees. Now, I don't think the stalker's going to forgive me for this. A few minutes later, he reappears directly below me and walks away the other side of a patch of long reeds. I can't take the shot up his backside, and next thing I know, he's vanished into those reeds and sat down. Now we are in for a long wait. The next animal is a real pleasure. It's a roe doe, and in May at this time of year, she's about to drop. She's a lot more flighty than the male. She's carrying responsibilities in that unborn kid or those kids. Okay, let's take a break from the filming and bring you here to Germany from Yorkshire and go from hunting to amateur photographer, because a lot of you ask how we get these shots. Well, we use a setup like this. This is a Diascope from Zeiss, and it's a perfectly ordinary camera on top. A lot of scopes come with the ability to record inbuilt, which can be good, but then you also have the problem that the technology in the camera can become obsolete and the scope is still perfectly good. This way you get to change the camera when new cameras come out. It's really simple. You just slide this off here like that. You can use this as a spotting scope, and when you want to record something, slide this back on again and you're ready to press the button and start filming. I'm over here. Look, all the way over here, and I don't even need to shout. You can see how close this setup brings you to the deer. We're using what is in effect a 3000mm lens. If you were using that on your camera years ago, that would be a lens that was actually 3 meters, 10 feet long. Back to our doe, and something makes her nervous. She's off. So what about the buck? Well, as hoped, it doesn't take long and he comes out of the reeds. I've had time to change the camera lens to a normal one, and you can see the difference in field of view. He trots out, slows just before he goes into the wood, and that's my chance. It's a heart shot. You can see him jump up and race back into the reeds. For some people, stalking is about sneaking up, stalking up on a deer. But even sitting in a high seat, it is truly exciting. That moment, and he's down. Now let's forget about the camera bit, because finding the deer is the more important bit now. Luckily, I have the trusty Fieldsports Channel hounds, Muffin and Miner. It is the work of moments for them to sniff out the buck in the long grass. Oh yes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And there he is. The lovely 6-point buck I saw as close as this through my spotting scope is now right in front of me.